the U.S. women's team had their first game yesterday, and it was not a competitive game.
No, it was not.
They played Thailand. Cakes won some money on it, apparently.
Valdez and I chopped the bet.
What was the total?
The total was 5 and a hook.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, we went
And
over.
Awad said, you guys have to get in
And
on
I
this
believe
bet.
that was all. If you looked at the team total, I think that was all United States.
Dude,
Okay.
You should have.
Makes sense.
You should have.
Should have just unloaded.
Well, in hindsight.
Well, it looks
and,
great
and
now.
giving him
Load
10%.
management, Valdez. Load
load
management.
management.
We're gonna do that for Sweden and Thailand. when they
Sweden,
play.
Thailand, we are going to pounce.
So anyway, the U.S.
Yes.
women's team won 13-0, which
Right.
that doesn't happen in soccer ever.
Who were they playing? A middle school?
13-0.
It was Thailand's first World Cup appearance.
And the big story there is, we want to get your take, is that the American team, not only did they keep their foot on the gas pedal to keep scoring, they kept celebrating. And over-the-top celebrations.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
not a
so
good
over
look.
the top.
And listen,
so
I
over the top.
always defend like our country, and we're huge for anything Team USA.
Mhm.
This was a bad look. This is a classic. If you want to goof on us like ugly American, this was
This is
Pretty
it.
indefensible.
Yeah.
It just is.
and this does not please me to say this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Act like you've been there before.
It's embarrassing.
I mean, they're the defending champs.
ugly Americans.
sorry.
And,
I hate to refer to. I hate it when people refer to Americans as ugly. That was an
Me
ugly
too.
display.
I
It
understand.
just was.
Me too. I hate that too.
I understand what you said during the break, that the goal differential means
It's important
something,
in this tournament.
but you don't need 13 goals.
And they're getting out of the first
you
I mean,
can
round.
score
if it's
13,
9-0, if it's 9-0, you can back off, put in a couple subs.
I agree. I think you're
Play-
generally right.
Yeah,
I
but
think
their
you're
subs are
generally
going to
right.
score 2, by the way.
Okay, but
Well,
the style of play, you don't have to attack.
Well, they had
That's true.
they had big sillies in the 90th minute. I mean,
That's
Alex
crazy.
Morgan was still playing.
Was she playing in the 90th
Yeah,
minute?
she had 5 goals too.
so she
All
had
right.
some ridiculous moves too.
Well, she's super
She's great.
talented.
She's great.
But like you say, act like you've been there before.
yeah.
Score the 13th goal. I'm not even going to complain about that. Just score the 13th goal and then just jog back.
Right.
I understand it's a
It's
World
easy.
Cup.
Do Barry
that,
Sanders.
That goal does not mean anything to Alex Morgan. Her career is far greater than that piddly goal. Granted, it's a World Cup, but in a 13-0 route,
Right, when
that
the
she's
opposing
never going
team-
to remember that
The
goal.
opposing team's crying.
The Thai players were crying. They were so
Like,
embarrassed.
When you're in a
never
blowout,
heard of that.
the correct
They were
way,
crying on the field.
the correct
On
way
the
to
field?
Yes.
During the game.
Yes.
They
After
were
the
embarrassed.
But
after
during
the
a
goals.
bloodbath.
Yeah.
the correct way to act when you score in a blowout is to just
A little fist bump,
a little
maybe.
fist bump maybe and just run back quietly.
Correct.
That's the classy way to act.
That
You do a Barry
There are high
Sanders.
school teams in this area
What's
that
the
know how
girl's-
to act better than
What's the
than
girl's
them.
name? Rapinoe?
Rapinoe, I think.
She gets on my nerves. I
Well,
mean, a great player, whatever.
Between you and me,
She
she
gets
gets
on
on
my
my
nerves.
nerves too.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
I-
Alex Morgan.
Well, I will say there was some
What was
ladies
she
who
doing
were.
like a fart? Like it took Dravy to point out what she was doing. Rapinoe scored apparently, and she's sliding. And you know how you make when you're a kid, you make a fart sound with your hand
Yeah, you do this
between your
bit. You do this bit.
leg.
This is
She
the
made
move
like
right
a fart
here.
sound thing with her leg
She's
and
like
her hand.
super cranking her leg. Like,
They're just basically making fun of the Thai
That's
team.
how it feels.
yeah.
That's what it looked like to me.
I'm sure they didn't mean to do that, but that's how it
I mean,
came off.
even if you're boat racing your opponent, you should still show some respect towards your
she was-
opponent.
she
That
was sliding-
disrespectful.
She was sliding on the pitch after the 13th goal. I
And
mean,
by the way,
Stop it.
and Eric, you made a good point during the break. And Hope Solo actually said this. She grilled Jill Ellis, the coach.
it's the
Right.
coach.
There's no chance
culture.
the coach should allow that.
And if Hope
Yeah.
Solo is grilling you for anything,
Because
you
she's
know,
a nightmare.
You're
She's on the
wrong,
right side.
You're on the wrong side of whatever it is.
She is.
If
You're
Hope
so right.
Solo
She
is,
basically said
if she's the
that
one,
Jill Ellis is not a leader.
if she's the voice
you
of
know what?
reason,
She might have a
That's
good point.
the
Right.
inmates running the asylum right
Yeah,
there. Because a
absolutely.
coach with control of that team would say, "That's fine. We got to score goals, goal differential. But guys, just run
well,
back after you
Rapinoe and
score the
Morgan
13th."
probably do have more control than
That's
Jill
a
Ellis.
bogus argument, too. Goal differential, when you are the defending champs and pretty much a
Yeah.
contender every time,
Yeah,
you're
you don't
getting out
need
of the
that.
first round.
They're not going to lose in their
They're not-
group.
it's not going to come down to goal differential in the first round.
I totally agree
Could
with
they
that.
lose in the semifinals or finals? Yeah, maybe. But they're not going to knock it out of their bracket or whatever the hell they
It's
call
a
it. their
shame, too,
group.
Right, they're
because
going to win their group.
we've had, as just sports fans, we've had amazing moments watching the women's national team
Mhm.
through the years, right? Amazing moments. This is just not good look.
Well-
800-636-1067. We want to open up the Hadid carpet cleaning listener lines. You can also tweet us at Junks Radio, 800-636-1067. What's your take on it? Here's what Rob Stone said on the telecast yesterday. He does it with Alexi Lalas and Brandy Chastain. Now, this was more about whether you continue to have your foot on the gas pedal or not.
Right.
They scored 13 goals. To me, look, we all played soccer to some extent. EB and I played till we were like
didn't.
40 years old. You just don't do that.
Right.
I think
It's a bad look.
And anybody out there that thinks this U.S. team should have taken their foot off the gas, the U.S. team is not here to be anybody's friend. The U.S. team is here to win a World Cup. The U.S. team, each and every time the whistle blows, is going to score as many goals as possible. It's not their problem if they're playing against a poor team. And you saw the celebration after every single goal for a bigger picture of what they're here to do.
13-0. I mean, I understand your point, but this one was done. This got humiliating at some point. It just became an exercise in practice for the United States. I understand. All you can do is play against the team that's lined up against you in the U.S.
What do you want to do, Rob?
You know what I want them to do? Pull it back. Knock it around.
Nope.
No, the throat was stepped on. Thailand was broken. They absolutely were broken.
It's the best way to show respect. Best way to show respect.
By piling on, making it 13-0.
These countries need to improve, and Thailand will
I think
improve from this
Thailand
game.
knew they needed to improve, just down 3-0 at the half. I get it, though. 13-0. We talked about the French making a statement.
I agree with Rob Stone there, not with Alexi Lalas and Brandy Chastain. You don't need to do it 13-0. When the Dream Team played all those weak teams, I didn't think it was necessary to celebrate and stomp. That was also an ugly American situation at first when they were rolling on these teams that had just picked up a basketball like 2 years before for the first time and beaten them by 60. It's just unnecessary.
By the way, I looked up Thailand's top exports: petroleum, rubber, rice, raw sugar, and gold. Soccer, not on the list.
Well, how about
for
just-
a reason.
How about just look up the population
Correct me if
of
I'm wrong,
Thailand?
Drabby. The goal differential only matters and factors in the group standings.
Right, the first stage.
Because the top two teams from each group advance, correct?
Right, so you want to be the top team, so you'll play the number 2 from another
Right.
group.
The goals aren't going to make a difference.
Who's in their group?
Sweden,
Thailand, Chile, and Sweden.
Okay, maybe Sweden's
I think
decent.
Sweden's pretty good.
Okay, they're pretty good, but they're going to beat Sweden.
Of course.
They're not going to lose in their group. Well,
No.
goals don't matter.
Well, what kind of weird logic is it that it's a sign of respect to go blow out a team like that?
Well, no, I understand on some level. You just go hard. You can argue, look, we're just going to play hard. We respect you. We're going to go hard. But it's the celebration I have more of an issue with than the goals, actually.